Oh, it's Friday. It stopped raining for a little bit. Thank God. Although the rain's coming back, so it doesn't matter. But Friday's episode, Get to Know the Northman. I wanted to talk about, we're doing wrestling this month, and obviously the coronavirus scare, it's affecting all of us. The reality of it, coupled with, just the implementation that, or the plan rather, that our government's implemented with isolation and whatnot. I want to talk about something that I experienced last year with some very good friends of mine. We went down to Jeffersonville, Indiana, to watch Paradigm Professional Wrestling, PPW. Independent. It was amazing. Right now, but before the coronavirus situation, independent wrestling was getting a whole new life, how do I want to say it? Breath of life breathed into its lungs. Because of streaming and because of the ability to now basically cast this show, all over the planet, people are now able to watch independent wrestling, and it's becoming more profitable for the promoters, the ones that can obviously get a large enough audience to watch it online. But when I went down there with my buds to watch the show, I really saw, these guys who are really putting it on the line for their dream. And whether that's good or bad, I don't know. Some of the guys down there were very athletic, were really competent professional wrestlers. Other guys, not so much. They probably needed to hang it up. But what I wanted to say today was, for me, I've been to a professional a WWE show. It was a lot of fun. But man, there's something about going to an independent show, an independent wrestling show, that is really very exciting. It's really a lot of fun. It's very punk rock. It's very underground. It made me actually feel the way I felt back in the day when I was in my metal band, which we're going to talk about metal in one of our series coming up. But just kind of the, us against the world. Odds are stacked against us, but we're moving forward anyways. It was really fun. It was really very exciting. A lot of high energy. The people there were great. A lot of them were in a tough spot. Jeffersonville isn't necessarily an economic hub of success and growth, unfortunately, to my knowledge. At least the people that were at the show that I was at wouldn't denote that. Anyways, independent wrestling, though, these guys are basically the last vestige of, really, I would say, I could be wrong, but I would say the territory days. I mean, independent wrestling, you have obviously the main promotion, WWE, AEW is, nipping at its heels. The NWA, National Wrestling Alliance, I believe it's ran by Billy Corgan. That's still going. But, when Vince McMahon took over and really made the WWF the national and really international monster that it became, it was something that, excuse me, I need to get some coffee. Something that he bought up all the top talent of the competitive or the surrounding territories. A lot of times didn't use them, just shelved them so that the territories would die. So really the last kind of vestige of that independent, separate culture from area to area is really the independent circuit. And for me, it's just fantastic. There's a promotion in town called Rival Wrestling Promotion, I believe, or Rival Wrestling. It's actually ran by, I think, all women. A lot of women wrestlers. I've yet to go to a show, but I'm going to check it out. I'm excited to go see it. But I would encourage anyone and everyone, get out to an independent wrestling show. Get out to an independent performance and just let yourself be immersed in sort of the insanity and the fury of the moment, and just like these guys and these gals that are, wrestling for free, within 5 minutes, their world could change as far as it gets seriously injured, et cetera, et cetera. So I would definitely do it. Independent wrestling is fantastic. And there's a possibility you might just find some gems. You might find a diamond in the rough, if you will, down at an independent wrestling show. The shows that I've been to, PPW, Paradigm Professional Wrestling, down in Jeffersonville. I believe it's based out of Jeffersonville. And then the other one that I know of in town, I think it's Rival Professional Wrestling or just Rival Wrestling. I'm not sure. Based in Bloomington, Indiana. Have yet to see it. Female owned, a lot of female wrestlers. I've heard good things. I want to go check it out. I would encourage you guys, go check it out, man. The independent stuff is great. And right now, that independent economy is hurting. That independent market is really suffering because obviously, it's not essential. I'm going out, I'm working, because a lot of the stuff that I do on the list of employment is essential that I do. Plus, I don't really work with anybody. I just the customer leaves the money at the door and I take care of it. So as soon as this isolation is over, as soon as the coronavirus either stops, that's stupid. As soon as the spread of the coronavirus stops, or it's slowed down to the point to where it's safe for us to get out and about again in droves, get out to an independent wrestling show. It's fantastic. It's some of the best entertainment you'll get. It's live entertainment. A lot of it's high-flying action, and it's just your local community. Find your local community's independent wrestling and go support it. Wrestling, guys, professional wrestling, it's such a wonderful art form. It's such a wonderful form of entertainment. And, the guys and gals that are out there doing that, understand a lot of them are great athletes, and they're putting their bodies on the line. It's really, in some ways, it's crazy. It's insane what they're doing. But get out there, support them. As soon as this coronavirus isolation situation has subsided, let's get out there. Let's go watch an independent wrestling show. PPW, love you. Rival Wrestling, haven't seen it yet, but I'm excited. Let's go.